You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your host, Thomas Ahrens. Fishing the DMV is brought to you by Jake's Bait and Tackle, located in Winchester, Virginia. Tactical Fishing Company. LMD Enterprises, keeping your boat, truck, and equipment running at its absolute best. And Fishing Pro-Tech, located just outside Williamsburg, Virginia.
That doesn't get you jacked up, I don't know what will.
I wish I had my soundboard and everything here, guys. I am at my parents' property in Purcellville, Virginia, down in Loudoun County. My dad has a little landscaping company kind of thing. It's a solo operation, but he got a little bit of extra work this spring. And so I've been going down for 2 to 3 days and just working 12 hours doing God's work with your hands. So, yeah, I am down here. I brought a semi setup because I'm going to be going from working down here at the old coal mines of Loudoun County doing landscaping stuff. And then I'm going to be fishing the NVKBA Potomac River tournament this Saturday. So I brought all my shit from the hellscape that is Hagerstown, brought it down here to Loudoun County. And so, yeah, sorry, this is not fantastic audio and everything. This will be a very, very short update video because next week we'll have the big old shindig. Okay. So just let everybody know what the hell's going on. That is basically it. And no, that's not lube. This is liquid hand sanitizer because this is my mother's office since she has a cool job and she gets to work remote some of the time. So I commandeered her office because she is on vacation this weekend visiting her parents, I think in West Virginia. So anyway, that's kind of the deal here. So again, I am sorry if the audio is crap, but we're not here for that. This is just to kind of give everyone a quick little update on the tournament. So without further ado, let's just get into this bad boy. Let's see. I got 2.5 days to move up. Absolutely. 2.5 days to move up. Let's get into this here. All right. So let's get into this bad boy. Let me shorten up that comment section there. There we go. Cool. All right. All right. Without further ado, let's kind of get into it. Spring Bass Bash, guys, went from March 21st to May 17th. This is the final in-tournament update. Okay. So first off, I just want to say a huge shout out to everyone that has come on board to help us out. We have Tactical Fishing Company, Jake's Bait and Tackle, of course, Super Blue Stuff, Fishing Pro-Tech, and LMD Enterprises. Link in the episode description to everything that we have been talking about so far. With all of them, they're there. Huge shout out to all of them. I got some ideas for the next tournament that we're going to go over at the end of this thing. Hopefully we get a few more Patreon supporters and I might have a couple more sponsors coming on board. We're going to shake up the format for the next event. Chris, I already see you in the chat there being like, let's see, I donated my cash this time. Look out next time. Yeah, I want to kind of I like doing the month-long tournament format. And I want to kind of have a heart to heart with all of our Patreon members about adjusting it just to keep it more competitive. Maybe having 2 summer tournaments, like a early summer and then a late summer. And then we'll do some adjustments. But again, as always, before we finalize the adjustments, I'll talk to you guys about it. Because I do like having more big fish awards, honestly. I think that's a lot of fun. And so maybe that's what we'll do. So anyway, got some cool ideas for that as well. We got Lee here says, I couldn't find any snakeheads last weekend. Got one more chance. Yeah, I'm expecting there's going to be a big push with the snakes and a bunch of stuff too this weekend since there's 2 big tournaments on the Potomac River. It's kind of fun because if you guys don't know, I think half the people that fish these tournaments are kayak anglers, and wherever the kayak series goes, it's like, oh, there's 2 big kayak series on a smallmouth river. Guess what happens on a Monday? Bunch of smallmouth. And then, so I think this will be interesting to see what happens with this. Also, huge shout out to, and I want to make sure I don't butcher this, so hold on 5 seconds. We have a Patreon member is doing something really cool, and I'm going to be proactive and just say, huge shout out to this guy, Jacob H. I want to make sure I get his full name there for that because he is starting a new series. Hopefully he's starting a new series. Yep. Okay. Jake Ham is trying to get together a Tuesday night series on Occoquan Reservoir. So a Tuesday nighter kind of jackpot series, I believe. Details are still haven't been disclosed. He's just trying to get this up now, and he's trying to gauge people's enthusiasm for it. So, dude, huge shout out. I really hope you get that going. When more details come available, I'll let you guys all know about that. But another cool little tournament series that he's going to be trying to put on. He's still trying to figure out if he's going to do a 3 fish limit or like a live well style or a catch, photo, measure, release type of event. And then for all the new people that have joined or are listening to this on the re-upload, last in tournament update, and then we'll be talking about the new tournament coming up as well. So with that said, huge shout out to the sponsors, and let's get into the rules and stuff here. So again, tournament started March 21st at 7 a.m. Tournament ends May 17th at midnight. So again, you're done by midnight. If you're going to fish that long, all the stuff has to be uploaded by then. You must be, by the end of this tournament, you must be an active member of the Weekend Warriors, grandfathered in members, or Hall of Fame members. Last tournament, I had an issue where a guy tried to buy into the tournament and asked Patreon for a refund for his club membership dues, which is just a real nightmare. So you have to stay a member the whole time if you want to be eligible for prizes. You guys all know that, and I'm just hitting that again. Okay. At this point, you guys all know about how you measure a fish. Biggest thing that we'll go into, like with the snakehead here, is if you have a board that has all the niches and it's very easy to see, like this one is very distinguishable every niche. So 12 inches, 12.25, 12 and a half, 12.75, 13. It's very easy to give you guys the benefit of the doubt on the side, and tiebreaker, it's easy for you to get it. You can use other boards. I have guys that have bass boats that they just want to use a board that's like 12, 13, 14, 15 inches. That's great. But it's going to be hard to give you that extra inch, especially in a tiebreaker situation. So understand your fish ain't disqualified, all that jazz. But now that we're getting to the tournament, if 2 fish are on a board and one is just sun bleached and I really can't tell the length past, between like a 12 and 13 incher, I'm going to probably have to give it to the guy that has the board that's very easy to understand all the measurements. Okay. Just how it is. Y'all know that. Cool. The other tiebreakers will also be fish caught first. So if 2 people catch a 24-inch bass to win the event or whatever, and one was caught in March and the last one was caught, 2 minutes before close, the next tiebreaker will be if they're basically the same size fish somehow, some way. Same size fish. It'll be whoever caught them first will be the second tiebreaker. And then maybe we'll do a coin flip or mud wrestling or a fist fight for third. But I don't think anyone wants to fight Aiden in an MMA fight. That'd be funny. Or we could do a drinking game. We could do that as a third type of tiebreaker. That'd be fun. You get all that. So there's a largemouth / mixed bag division and a smallmouth only division. Basically, and then how this works, and I'll just keep saying this just for emphasis there, it is your biggest 8. So you can't delete fish to try to get into one division or the other. So if you catch, 7 beautiful largemouth and you catch a 24-inch smallmouth, you're going to be in the mixed bag division. That's just how we have it set up now, and I'm going to be obeying by that. We can talk about that going into the next one, because it was brought up before. It's like, well, I'm in the smallmouth division. What if I catch a 24-inch largemouth? Does that kick me out? Right now, that's how we have the rules set up, sadly. We will figure out a way to kind of figure that out as well going forward too. Because again, I just constantly want to make this fun and competitive the whole way. And I'm open for suggestions. So again, largemouth / mixed bag division, first place. And this is the same thing with smallmouth division, $200, trophies, plaques, and $100, 60. Fourth place gets a trophy, plaque. Fifth place gets a plaque. I don't know why it has trophy and plaque. It's just a plaque. So, which I probably should adjust. Anyway, you guys know that. And same thing for the smallmouth division. There's that. Everyone knows that stuff. And then let's get into the mixed bag division here. I apologize if this isn't super going to be intense and suspenseful, because this is kind of a midday update. So we're just going to kind of go through it right here. In 30th place, you got Gary Duncan. In 29th place, you have Jim Calabash. In 28th place, Nick Myers. In 27th place, Ralph Boyd. In 26th place, Chris Sherwood. In 25th place, you got Michael Prey. In 24th place, you got Neil Tully. In 23rd place, you got Tanner Norris. In 22nd place, you got Derek Smith. In 21st place, you got Lee Wells. In tied for 21st, 20th place, which again, all these tiebreakers will be fixed by the very final one. I promise. We'll talk about that after I roll through this. Okay. In 19th place, you have Joey Parks. And in 18th place, you have Mike Halski. In 17th place, Brian Burrows. In 16th place, Aaron Ball. In 15th place, Aaron Johnson. In 14th place, Shane Hugh. In 13th place, Jacob Ham. In 12th place, you have Ken Pfeiffer. In 11th place, you got Mark Corley. In 10th place, we got Michael Eckert with 147.25 inches. In 9th place, you have Roy Jones with 152.25 inches. In 8th place, Dave Thompson with 153.75 inches. In 7th place, you have Kemp Davis with 155.50 inches. In 6th place, you have Richard Thwig with 160.25 inches. In 5th place, Jamie McLean with 166.75 inches. In 4th place, you have Bruce Callis with 168 inches. In 3rd place, Jason Church with 169.50 inches. In 2nd place, you have Stephen Beck with 170.50 inches. And then Aiden Ford with 188 inches. I'll be re-uploading this to the Patreon Facebook group and on Patreon as well, so you guys can just look at it a little bit easier. Again, you're gonna be like, there's a ton of ties and stuff, I know, but what you guys have to understand for this, the app does not let you filter. You have to download all of the data onto an Excel spreadsheet and then comb through it all and to reorganize it, which is a freaking nightmare and a half, since we have side pot fish. If there was no side pot fish, it would make life so freaking easy, but we don't do that here. So that's why I learned, don't try to make the spreadsheet perfect every week of a 3-month tournament, because you will throw yourself out a window. So unless it's the very top 5% when it comes to tiebreakers, I'll worry about that at the end. So the guys in 20th place, don't worry, I'll clean that up next week. So just to kind of let you know there with all that stuff. Cool. Awesome. So Big Fish Awards, if you guys aren't familiar with this, I don't know how, because we've been doing these almost bi-weekly, but we'll talk to you here. It's the Hunter Smith rule. We love you, Hunter. Basically, or right now it's the Aiden rule, because it helps everyone be involved in the tournament. So if you have one day on the water and every fish you catch is 25 inches long, that's fantastic, but only you can count one big fish. So you count your biggest fish, and then you go to the next biggest fish caught by somebody else. And that way you have the chance for more people to win awards. I kind of like this format. Everyone has kind of liked this format because it keeps it competitive. And so I'm really thinking about expanding this for all the divisions into the next event, because it just, regardless of who wins the event, it keeps everybody competing to win something, which makes it fun. And that's what I want this thing to do, is fun. So first off, nothing has changed for the Largemouth Big Fish Awards. So, I messed up already. This was updated yesterday, Wednesday, the 13th at about 3 p.m. Okay. So I updated the spreadsheet then. Some fish came through at 6 p.m. on Wednesday night, and a bunch of fish came in today. If those fish got submitted Wednesday night or today, they're not on this spreadsheet, so do not freak out. I know I'll get some phone calls on this, but it's okay. We'll get through this together. So the fish had to be basically put in either Wednesday morning or earlier. So don't freak out. That will be updated for the final go around. So just don't freak out. But anyway, we got Richard Thwing in 6th place with a 21.25 inch fish. Then we got Bruce Callis with the 5th biggest largemouth, 22 inches. Then we got Jamie McLean with 22.25 inches, which is the 4th biggest. The 3rd biggest is Jason Church, 22.75. And then Steve Beck, 21.25 inches. And then the biggest is Aiden Ford, 24.50. So those are your big fish if this tournament ended today. It does not. So don't worry about it. If you didn't see it on here, somebody did drop a big old mama. It'll show up in the final tally. Now, something else I want to kind of mention here with the Big Fish Awards is, because it's technically the biggest fish caught by separate people, I didn't last tournament have the fish awards as the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th biggest. Just to make my life easier on logistics. It's just Big Fish Awards, and that's what I did, and print out a bunch of trophies. Did you guys want your trophies to say 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th biggest or whatever? If you want to, I can do that. That's no problem. It doesn't cost any extra money. Money-wise, it doesn't affect it. Whether you catch the biggest largemouth or the 5th biggest, you still get the same amount of cash. So just FYI for the new people here. If that's something you guys want to do, to have the biggest, we could, but that's why you get the plaque too. So I don't know. We could talk about it. It wouldn't be that much of a bump up in price. So Yeah. Anyway. Now, smallmouth division. Okay, here we go. In 21st place, you get Michael Kirshner with 61.50 inches. In 20th place, we get Frank. Dude, please call me on the phone sometime so I know how in the hell to say your middle name. I really hope it's just a troll, just for your family's sake, because my God. So anyway, so Frank, a cat ran across my keyboard read. In 19th place, you have Buster Spencer with 76.50 inches. In 18th place, we have Finn Cook with 125.25 inches. In 17th place, we have Kelly Reeves with 130.50 inches. In 16th place, we have Jose Serrano with 135.00 inches. In 15th place, we have Rich Durr with 138.25 inches. In 14th place, we have Cliff Bennett with 138.75 inches. In 13th place, we have Matthew Farver with 139 inches. In 12th place, we have Tyler Simmons with 143.25 inches. In 11th place, we have Rodney Williams. Dude, Rodney, you really bumped up the leaderboard, dude, with 143.50 inches. In 10th place, we have Joe Edwards with 145.25 inches. In 9th place, we have Charlie Russell with 145.50 inches. In 8th place, we have Brian Heath with 148 inches. In 7th place, we have Matthew Gills with 149.50 inches. In 6th place, we have David Colette with 150.25 inches. In 5th place, we have Toby Foster with 151.50 inches. In 4th place, Douglas Spatch, 153.75 inches. In 3rd place, we have Jared Clare with 154 inches on the dot. In 2nd place, Todd Spatch with 156 inches. And in 1st place, we have Bill Burrows with 156.50 inches. Again, this is not the finalized leaderboard. So if you guys had a bunch of fish come in Wednesday night or Thursday morning, this is not when the spreadsheet was updated. So take a deep breath. I know I'm going to get phone calls, which is fine. Just trying to get ahead of some of them phone calls there. So do not worry about that. All right. Smallmouth Big Fish Awards changed up this time too, which kind of got into, like, I think the Big Fish Awards are kind of fun. At least that's what I've gauged by your guys' feedback. So, well, every other event before this one, it was the two biggest smallmouth caught by different people in Pennsylvania waters, Maryland waters, and Virginia waters. This time there's a lot more. I added 3 more prizes, basically 3 more cash prizes. So, and again, the only reason I'm able to do this, because if you guys don't know, because of the sponsors and you guys on Patreon that pay the club dues, the club's getting bigger, and because the YouTube channel is getting bigger and we are monetizing all that stuff, I'm able to aggregate the money to where I am the sponsor of these tournaments. So the reason we're able to pay out so much freaking money is because I basically backstop the whole event. And so huge shout out to all of you guys that made this channel what it is and where it's going. The bigger the channel gets, the more Patreon support we get, and the more sponsors we get. It just means the pots will get bigger and bigger. And I'll tell you my perfect world here in a minute. I'll tell you my perfect world here at the end of where I want to see this go. So anyway, again, just like the largemouth awards, you catch one, you count it towards the water that you're in. So if you go to the Susquehanna and somehow you catch 3 25-inch smallmouth, my God, but you can count one of them. You can fish other waters if you want to. And so if you wanted to try to catch a big fish in Susquehanna, Upper Potomac, and the Shenandoah, go for it. That's perfectly fine. The biggest issue, which we'll try to address with the next tournament, trying to stay consistent, is the problem of like trying to catch a green one and a large one if you want to stay in a small division. So there's that. And let's get into it. So Pennsylvania waters are up first. Again, this is updated as a Wednesday morning. We have time if there's issues, so I can get that all figured out. The third biggest so far, Jared Clare, with a 19.75-inch fish. I think I saw that he popped a 20, if I'm not mistaken, but that will be finalized on the last one there. The second biggest is Todd Spatch with 20 inches on the dot. And then Bill Burrows with a 20-inch beautiful, beautiful fish right there. And then the biggest smallmouth in Maryland waters. All right, I think this is the one. Yep, this got some updates here. Dave Thompson comes in with a 20.50-inch smallmouth. Absolutely beautiful there, dude. Absolutely beautiful. 21.50 inches to jump up on the Upper Potomac leaderboard in Maryland. And then in second place, we have Bill Burrows, 20.75 inches. Another massive, massive smallmouth. And then the first biggest, the tiebreaker, just to kind of show you guys, Matt Falver, Fulver, my God, I'm tired today, with a 20.75-inch beautiful smallmouth. It's a tiebreaker just on time. They're the same size fish, basically. I checked it. It's just he caught his first. That's just how it's going to work. Golden eye side pot. Yeah, I'm Google Eye rock bass. Yeah, I want to bring back more of the side pots too. We're going to talk about that in between tournaments as well. Because I agree with you. I like kind of having the side pots too. And I got some ways that I think we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Taco about it. And then the smallmouth Virginia Waters Big Fish Awards. Let's get into it. The third biggest was Mark Corley with a 20.50-inch fish. Absolutely beautiful. And then we got this right here. Brian Heath with a 20.50-inch smallmouth. Absolutely beautiful. And then let's go with Kelly Reeves with a 21.00-inch smallmouth. Absolutely beautiful, dude. Beautiful fish. And then let's get it here. And then I think one is Bruce picture for a second because largemouth. Yeah, it needs to be flip-flopped. That's what happens. Oh, well. Yeah, that'll be flip-flopped in the end. And I can even just show you guys. Let me show you here my cheat sheet. Well, I'll show you the cheat sheet in a minute because I'm going to be showing you the cheat sheet here. So don't you fret at all. But anyway, let's get back to it. All right, cool. And we're going to get here into the old side pots. All right. Right now, the tournament today, Aiden Ford, 16.00-inch, and then Aaron Ball, 15.75 inches. And then we got Mark Corley, a 22.50-inch walleye. And then we got a new walleye here, which is, let's see, this one right here. Beautiful fish right here, Cliff Bennett. And then we did have something that just came through and I saw it. We'll add it. I believe we have a new walleye big fish. I'm pretty sure. Actually, let me pull it up here. We do. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have a new big fish for the walleye division. It looks like Derek actually caught a beautiful. Wow, that's a big walleye. All right, let me pull that up. Just to show you guys here. But yeah, we got a new big fish winner. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yep. So Derek Smith has a walleye big fish award. Congratulations, dude. That is freaking awesome. So yep, there you go. Derek's got a new one. That is freaking awesome. So Derek Smith, that will be updated then. But yeah, Derek Smith has a big fish award. That is pretty cool. And then again, walleye wise, Mark Corley still has a 27-inch snakehead. And then this is the one that will probably be broken this weekend. Don't know, but it's Kemp Davis has a 28-ish inch snakehead. It's bigger than the board. So for all the snakehead guides that have a snakehead board, you probably will dethrone this one. But the thing is, there just has not been a lot of snakehead actually caught. Let me pull that chat off there so you can actually see that a little bit better there. So yeah, so that is a little bit of an issue is that there's only been 2 snakehead. That's why I left it, because technically there's only 2 snakehead, even though it's longer than the board. It's like, what are you going to do? So yeah, just to kind of keep that in mind. And then of course, Shane Hugh has this beautiful 25.50-inch striper, absolutely massive. And then a couple of just shout outs here. The biggest one is Jamie McLean. Again, a lake monster. This is a lake smallmouth from Maryland. I still think that's pretty cool because Maryland lakes, we don't have very many of them. And the fact is that you put up a fish that if the Upper Potomac wasn't on fire like it is, like that would be a thing. So absolutely congratulations there, dude. And then let's get into the next thing here. So this is how the tournament's going to work. Tournament ends Sunday at midnight. The award ceremony will be Wednesday the 20th at 6 p.m. Wednesday the 20th at 6 p.m. So that gives me Monday and Tuesday to take Adderall, drink Red Bull, and I'm going to go through everything with a fine-ass tooth comb. Every fish, every catch, and then I will update the leaderboard, and I will go through it to make sure everything is 100% correct and there's no duplicates. All right. So after the tournament is done with the award ceremony and all of that jazz, there will be a period until about, I'm going to say Saturday. After Saturday, if everyone is cool with how it turned out and there's no issues, it'll be finalized. The following week, payouts will go out. So payouts will go out. Let me double check because I freaking suck with dates. So the 26th. Payouts will go on the 26th, and all the people will be paid out from the 26th to the 29th. So worst case scenario, by Saturday the 30th, everyone will have their cash paid out, okay? Just for this tournament, wanted kind of a little bit of a grace period for me saying it so people can like, hey, you messed up here, whatever. So cool. Plus, it's like a Memorial Day weekend. And then we'll be sending out the plaques and everything. So, and then I'll keep everyone up to date on the plaques. Luckily, that'll be done a lot faster than the last tournament. So you don't have to worry about that at all. So just to kind of keep you up there with that. Let's see what else. So here we go. Next big thing is this. The next tournament, the Sizzling Summer Showdown, is going to start June 13th, Saturday, June 13th. Okay, put that on your calendars. That is when the next tournament starts. I was thinking of having this tournament go from June 13th all the way until September. Or we could do 2 summer tournaments, and we have the first one start in June 13th, and then we'll have another summer tournament, kind of like the dog days of summer. And then I kind of like to keep September off as a breather before the Halloween bash, generally speaking. That's just kind of my vibe there. Again, I'm going to put this up for Patreon supporters. We'll talk about this too, and we'll talk about this again at the tournament ceremony. How do you guys want to do it? One big-ass tournament that goes from June 13th until Labor Day weekend, or have 2 tournaments? Also, I'm thinking about dialing back on the plaques because they cost a lot to ship right now, and the shipping is becoming a freaking nightmare. And we put some of that plaque money back into payout money. But I don't like to make that decision without asking you guys. Again, it's like, okay, it's $16.99 a plaque, $17 a plaque, but then shipping for that, usually shipping is about $800 to $1,000 total for all the plaques that we put out. And it seems like FedEx and UPS are getting more expensive. And it's like a lot of that money could be put into other things. I'm not going to get rid of all the plaques, but just to make it, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of the best way to get everyone's bang for the buck. So maybe the side pots would just be cash and no plaques. And then that gives us a little bit extra money that we can put into some other things. Don't know. Just spitballing with you guys there. And increasing the big fish awards, or increasing the quantity of them. So instead of having the 2 side pots, we'll have maybe 3 snakeheads, and then goggle eye, bluegill. We'll have a lot more side pots available to everybody. I don't know, just spitballing there. I want to kind of keep it more competitive and get more stuff put out as well. So let's see. We got BCal here. Gonna have to miss the first day. The second kids fishing day will be at Port Royal. I mean, I could start on Friday, Bruce, if that makes it better for you. Just kind of let me know there with that as well. So that's just kind of how we got it with that. Again, I know I'm going to get some messages on this. No worries there. This is not the final spreadsheet. It's just, yeah, all the little tiebreakers and little things like that. I just want to make sure about, I'll just do it one big chunk, because it just feels like every time I've done that in the past, and then the next week, all of it got to take care of. And then we got a couple more things here. Just again, I want to say a huge shout out to everybody. We did pass 10,000 subscribers. For you guys to understand that Bass Talk Live is the biggest podcast out there, and they have 20,000. And we passed the Serious Angler Podcast Network. So it is very safe to say that we are one of the biggest fishing shows in the United States of America. We are. And this is just on YouTube. It is preposterous how many downloads we're getting on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio each week. I never thought we would get this big. This is so stupid how big we've grown, and how much you guys like different coverage. Like the Chesapeake Bay videos just do insanely well on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and stuff. And the Snakehead one I just did with Kimbo Trout, guys, go check that one out. He's a brilliant man, and it is going to be sad to see him go. Can't wait for him to come back here. Want to do more Snakehead tournaments and things like that, but I need more of you. We need more Patreon members. This is just how this works. This is always going to be crowdfunded. All of what keeps the lights on here is 75% Patreon. The sponsors just kind of help with utilities and stuff and tournament payouts, basically. So again, please tell all of your friends and beg them to sign up. We still need about 50 more. And when we get the extra 50, we can start casting for conservation, which is something I've been a pet peeve of mine, is to get a nonprofit going. But also where I see this club going in tournaments is to reduce the entry fees. And so if a big fish award is $50, it doesn't matter because it costs you like $30, $25 to enter the tournament. So you double your money. And so we'll keep the payouts low enough to where it'll prevent cheating and it'll prevent tax issues with everybody that fishes the tournament, since you're not competing for like $100 billion, but you still make, you make good gas money too. And that's kind of where I would like this club to be. And we can give out a ton of prizes and stuff like that as well. That's where I really hope for, because I don't want this to become like the Bassmaster Kayak Series or whatever, because I don't want it to deal with that drama, but I want to give back to the community as much as possible as well. So also, another big thing here, we are going to do a meetup. I am trying to figure out how to do this. I want to basically buy out a bar. I want to talk to Mike Ortega this weekend about how he does it when he does the meetups after the MVKBA tournaments. What I would like to do is kind of vote on a central location, and I want to try to invite as many guides as possible. I don't like seminars in the sense of where you just sit down and listen. I like conversations and hanging out with people. So I want to try to get SB Fishing, McCluskey, Billy Coles, any big time local guy. I don't want the John Cruzes of the world, places like that. I want the Salts of the Earth. Like, these are the people that, the Jeff Littles, if that makes sense. The Jeff Littles, the Jake Harshmans, people like that. Just the local guys that can actually help you catch more fish. I mean, Nate Updike is honestly becoming one of those guys for like Lake Frederick. So I want to get as many of those guys, say like, hey, what location can you guys come drink at, basically? And then we can all have a meetup there. We'll do door prizes and stuff. And that way we can just all hang out and just talk fishing. But then we have a bunch of specialists for different areas, different lakes and rivers. So you can bounce between them and I'll ask them all questions. That is kind of my envisioning for a meetup, if that works for you guys. I just need to figure out what's a good place for the first one when it comes to dates and location. I feel like it has to be in August because it gives enough people time. Maybe we could do it by July, but I will put that all in a poll before Memorial Day weekend. Did somebody say beer? Yeah, dude. Did somebody say beer? Absolutely. Yeah, I'm thinking I would personally like to do like Monk's Barbecue, but I want to try to put a poll out to see if Percival is good, Winchester is good, or we could do near Lake Anna as well. Lake Anna is good for the guys down there, but then it really kills my Pennsylvania guys. That's what I'm thinking we're gonna have to do too. Honestly, we're gonna have to do 2 meet and greets, honestly. But a meetup at a bar would be epic. Yeah, because like I want to get a lot of the res guys up there too, because a lot of the res guys, I know them very well. I think it'd be a fun time. It's got to be a bar that has food. So I'm basically going to do what MVKBA does. This is purely like just to get away from the family and come hang out, and we can just talk fishing and vibe. So, yep, that's the plan. Yeah, I will put a poll up probably on Monday. Look for the poll on Monday, because tomorrow I'm going to be working, and then I'm going to gear up to go to the Potomac with no freaking practice because life sucks. But if I somehow freaking survive this Potomac tournament, I will be practicing hard the rest of the way, because I'm pretty sure that means I could have a chance at AOI if I survive the Potomac. But yeah, we will see. We will see what the hell happens here. But anyway, guys, please let me know if you have any questions. Email me, fishingnavy@gmail.com. And yeah, everything will be sorted out and ready for next week. If you have any questions, let me know. And we will see you guys next time on Fishing the DMV. See you guys.
Every angler knows the feeling. Your shoulder. You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your host, Thomas Ahrens. Fishing the DMV is brought to you by Jake's Bait and Tackle, located in Winchester, Virginia. Tactical Fishing Company. LMD Enterprises, keeping your boat, truck, and equipment running at its absolute best. And Fishing Pro Tech, located just outside Williamsburg, Virginia.
That doesn't get you jacked up, I don't know what will.